Hi everybody, this is Sarah Madsen Bloom, Lilyinkpad. I am going to talk about the Stampin' Blends today, which you can purchase already, but are also featured in our Occasions catalog that's coming up. I'm starting with a page from our brand new Petal Passion Designer Series paper, and I just thought I would color a bunch of stuff and then see what I can make with it, and then record it and see what, edit the bad parts out, but you'll never know the mistakes I make. But I just want to show you how these blends work. This is the darker version of Rich Razzleberry, and this is the light Rich Razzleberry. And so I have both, and I'm using the thick end. And I just want a little bit more color to kind of accent these flowers. So I'm just going to put a little bit in each one. I have no idea if this is the approved technique. This is just the Sarah Madsen technique, and it works. And then I'm going to blend. And if, as you notice, as I blend, that it just, I don't know, blends. That line is still kind of there, but I can make it. And if I color over these gray parts, it changes the tone even more. So you can kind of see if there's some kind of light coming. Oops, that should be darker. Some kind of light coming in from somewhere. That's what I'm not very artistic about, is light and dark and all that. But I don't know, I just really thought these should be purple. And as I blend, you see how that line kind of fades a little? It's not as harsh as it once was. That's what they're made for, blending. And let's say I got just too much there. I'm going to try my color lifter here, see what it does. And I can just kind of color. And if you notice, it kind of lightened it up. That is kind of cool. Means you can add a third shade. Interesting. I'll use that technique later. And again, I'm just blending away. I'm a broad stroke color. I think there's some people that are more careful. I certainly am not. Now I'm going to show, let's see, I got the new light daffodil and dark daffodil. I like to start with the dark. I think it's easier to blend with the dark to the light. If you notice, I colored in part, and then I just can go over it with the other one as much as I want, and it kind of blends it in. Now I'm getting some of the paper, I think. I don't know if that's the paper or something else, but I like it. And I just realized I missed this part up here, so I'm gonna scooch in there. Wow. Doesn't that look like I'm a beautiful artist? And I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing. There. And now the stem also needs a little, so I'm just gonna add a little shadow, add a little color. What else? Again, it's the dark, and I'm using the thin end versus the thick end. Stampin' Up! Has put on their markers for a long time, a thin line and a thicker line, so you know which end is which. I never bother to stop and look, and so I forget all the time. But if you're someone who isn't always in a hurry, I suppose it would work better. I'm going to try making more petally looking shapes here, see what happens. Now this time I did the light first. So if you notice, it kind of overpowers, it doesn't blend as much, but I'm kind of cool with that right now. I think this one over here needs to be like, I'm going to go with Calypso Curl. So I have the dark and I have the light. I'm just trying to make depth and texture show up as I color. So I'm just adding the dark, and now I'm going to use the bigger end to mix. I can mix a bigger area faster. The Night of Navy Light, which Night of Navy Light kind of makes you worried, right? But it should look good. Okay, this is a different flower. It kind of reminds me of a lily of the valley. So I'm just going to try to add a little accent color, so maybe it is a lily of the valley. Well, that was cool. I had that the wrong color, so I colored over it and made it a brighter green. Remember that for next time, that these two together make a brighter green. So I have Dark Pool Party and Light Old Olive, and it makes it kind of a chipper green. A rose is a rose is a rose. We're going to put a red rose in here, and I have Cherry Cobbler, light and dark. And I'm not looking at pictures of roses, so I really don't know what I'm doing.